Previously on the rise and fall of Nature Boy and Carbonation.
I'ma drop her off right there, bro. I'ma drop her. Where y'all want me to drop her off at? I'ma drop her off right there. Let me know. What's going on?
Take her to the embassy. Just bring her and drop her off. I got her from there.
Okay.
Drop her off. I got her from there. They already know she coming. They waiting for her.
Oh, that's what it is. Let's go.
Where are you going? Where else do you have to go? Go with your Babylon Pops. Where else do you have to go? That's where you're headed. So you can't say you're not going over there because that's where you're headed. You have a whole entire baby strapped on you right now. That makes no sense. You can't go out there and do anything on your own.
Look, man, like I said, man,
Forever. This is where you put yourself here. So now this is where you're going. Where else you gonna go?
but he got on live and said, take her to the embassy. They already know she on the way. They already know she on the way. Take her to the embassy. I said, okay. He said, he got on live just now and said, take her to the embassy. They already know she on the way. That's what he just got on the live and said. What'd he say? What'd she say?
She's not going anywhere with anybody.
Then she must be about to get her mind right.
Right.
And she must about to be apologizing to me for walking off in my motherfucking face. What is she doing? What are you doing? She hurting the child?
She's trying to strap that thing on her own, and that is not safe because if she can't get it, I know what I'm doing.
Let her do it. She thinks she know what she's doing. Where's you going? So wait, hold on. You got a passport. You got your passport in your hand. You got a dress on, no shoes. Hold up. What I say, y'all? Listen, you're wrong. You got a passport in your hand. You got my baby in a little wrap. No clothes on. You got no clothes on yourself, no shoes, and you just gonna go walk.
I'm not just gonna go walk. Where you going?
What are you about to do?
Can you just leave me alone?
No, I can't. Obviously, you don't care. Look, get back, bro. Back up, bro. Don't make me. Oh, come on, man. What is you doing, bro? You ain't got to be here. Let's make the measurements. Let's make the measurements correctly. This is my daughter. I still care about you and my daughter, no matter what your emotions are. You gonna put some clothes on my child?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to just take her out with no pain.
All right, well, we gonna get the clothes. You gonna get in the van, and we gonna drop you by the U.S. Embassy. Where you going?
Not to the U.S. Embassy. I'm not going.
Where you going with my child? You about to take my child from me. Where you going? This is my daughter. This little girl won't have a father in your life because of your emotional decisions. Because of your emotional decisions, she won't even have a chance to have a father in her life.
We would call them generational curses. So he would say stuff like, you don't want to take your daughter away from her father because that happened to you. And he would use my childhood traumas to guilt trip me.
You gonna raise her in a split home? Perpetuate the same shit over and over, just like your mama? Or you gonna be like your dad? Keep her away from me. You knew I was polygamous before we got pregnant. Okay, right though. Let me get this right. So you knew I was polygamous before this.
I'm not forcing myself to do that. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but you upset right now.
I'm just jealous. I'm gonna be like that. Get over here. Get over here. Come on.
Me getting pregnant was his way of trapping me. I didn't have my daughter's citizenship, and I couldn't at the time pass my citizenship down to her because I didn't have the proper connections to prove my 5-year of residency.
We gotta get a passport, baby. We gotta get her passport. She born in Mexico. You say you ain't f***ing with your dad. Okay, you not f***ing with your dad. I know why. He ain't nothing but a big ass demon. I get it. I understand why you don't want to with me. You don't want to be in a polygamous relationship no more. All right, I understand that. What we gonna do then? Let's think. You watched Maisha take Osiris from me, didn't you, baby? You watched her take it from me. You felt that pain I felt, didn't you? And why would you do that to me?
He can tell who's down for him, who will do anything for him. He can sense those in those people. He know how to test his limits to see, are you going to be there till the end, no matter what?
You got to overcome your shit. Either way, whether you here or not, you're going to have to overcome it.
I don't gotta be with nobody.
You don't got to be with nobody, but you're going to have to overcome that shit you doing. Your situation has made it so difficult for you to leave that it only behooves you to work it out where you at. Instead of making situations.
I don't want to be with no women. I don't want to be.
It's not about you.
Well, I'm not happy. I don't.
Stop. Be quiet. I don't ever want to hear you say that shit again. Don't disrespect me. Don't say that shit again. Take your hand off your face. You belong to me. You're my woman. You do what I tell you to do. Because you're my woman. You submit to me. You're mine.
Eliana would end up staying, and although she would later state the reason was because of the baby not having a passport, at the time a lot of people besides her family were upset. Some people would vent their frustration online.
Eliana didn't leave because Eliana gets fixes off being able to pull mother strings, not only over there but over here. Why didn't she leave? Because she can't get a fix like this nowhere else. This is that little heifer's drug. That's why she didn't leave. She didn't leave because this is the greatest mother show on earth for her right now, and she is ringleader.
Just a few weeks later, Eliana would attempt to leave again. This time, Nature Boy told her if she wanted to leave, she would have to leave the baby. She ended up leaving for a few hours, but when she returned, Nature Boy would make a disgusting joke about the baby that would cause an online uproar.
He knew I wasn't, didn't want to leave my baby, but I wanted to leave so bad one day that I contemplated leaving my child in this coat, and my boobs just started leaking up milk, and I was just like, I can't leave my child. So I went back.
Listen, now Eliana came back, right? Eliana came back after her little show that she put on, and I guess they was talking about, or they was joking about how people in his comments was trying to help him find things to feed the baby. Now listen to this weird, nasty ass make this sick ass joke that I don't even want to keep repeating. Listen.
All I heard was like, yeah, milk, coconut milk, almond milk, free milk,
Grass milk.
I'm like, yo.
Just jack off and give me some cum.
Whoa. Now you see them laughing like that's funny? This acting like he the baby, and he said just jack off and give me some. Who the jokes like that about anybody, let alone their own daughter? And they laughed. This just made a joke about jerking off and feeding his own child, and the mother of the child and the other idiots laughed. What?
By this time, Peewee had been gone from carbonation for months. She would find herself wrapped in controversy after trying to defend Nature Boy's joke.
The way that they are living out in nature, him giving his kid, in his eyes, he sees it as, this is supplement, this is nutrition.
After facing a heavy backlash for her statement, she would go live with young Pharaoh in an attempt to clear things up.
I said damn near a year ago that Nature Boy makes people drink his. This is on
He
video.
doesn't do that shit. It's like, I could see a lot of things being at carbonation. I could see a lot of things that y'all would say just wasn't true. You want to clip a minute video of me saying some shit, but you didn't see the hour-long live of me explaining what the fuck I was trying to say. I went live on this shit the next day because I saw how crazy this shit was like streaming through the internet. I spoke about what I meant and how I was trying to get shit across. All I said was if he was giving his kids, it wasn't on no pedophile shit.
Now, how do you know that that's why that would be the reason he would do something like that if he didn't tell you that's why he would do something like that?
Because I know him.
So you knowing Nature Boy,
yes,
you feel you know him enough that he would give his child because he believes it's nutritional?
No. Number one, to clear things up, he never said he gives his children.
Her attempt at gaining clarity only seemed to make things worse and made her the target of fierce criticism and online attacks. While preparing to make this series, I reached out to Peewee to see if she had anything to say, now since years have passed. The following clip is some of what she told me.
At that point in time, I was delusional. I trusted Pharaoh, and then for him to bombard me with stuff like that, I just didn't know what to say. You know, he brought up the semen thing, which I still to this day don't even freaking know what the hell that was about. I think it was a joke that Nature Boy made, but either way, I don't really know. I spoke way too soon, and I spoke to the wrong people. This is the real shit. Let's be honest. In that moment, I was willing to protect Nature Boy at all costs, even if it made me look and sound crazy, and it did. I still was very much yearning to be accepted by Nature Boy, but like in that moment, that was stupid as to say. I should never have said that. But again, yes, I was just trying to get his approval, and it made me look crazy.
Nature Boy called a group meeting just hours after he made that disgusting joke about his daughter. It would be during that meeting that Aya would tell Eliana that she didn't like her and felt she could do a better job at being chieftess. She also stated that deep down inside she wanted her to leave. This will be the cause of Aya getting cut from the relationship once again.
We just found out that when you was going wild, that you said that you was having thoughts in your mind of her leaving.
Yeah. And I felt ashamed about that because
You don't feel ashamed. You don't feel ashamed about it.
It does. It really hurts for me to even
Whatever. I don't believe you.
about that.
I don't believe you. And I don't want you here. Honestly, that's how I feel. I don't want you here at all. It's just really f***ed up because I let you in our life. I share everything with you. Everything. And then you play. You don't care about Eliana. You wanted me to leave. You wanted Eliana to leave and just be out there.
And what about me? What about my daughter? What about my feelings with my daughter?
Bruh.
And
this shit is really fucked up.
that's not right because I do care about baby.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You can never have a thought like that and say that you care about her. No, you don't.
Besides the non-stop issues between Nature Boy and his women, there were more problems piling up behind the scenes as well. Pure's van was having more mechanical issues, and the money they had on hand was running super low. Nature Boy had no choice but to invest more money into fixing the van. When he sent Solar and Pure to go pick it up after it was fixed, the two of them disappeared for 3 hours. Nature Boy would go live reprimanding the two of them. This is when Pure would get his first thoughts of leaving.
3 hours, bro. 3 hours.
So majority of the time was spent with the mechanic. He was trying to charge more.
Right, but bruh. 3 hours, my nigga, no contact. We calling around like, yo, bro, I'm about to go out here. I'm about to get the bikes, go out here looking for you. I'm thinking somebody had picked you up out here.
Yeah.
3 hours, bro. No contact. You ain't feel in your mind to say, let me contact Chief to see if to make sure let him know that I'm alright. Even if you didn't have that, to be like, use somebody's phone or something. You had to use at the mechanic. You could have used the mechanic's phone to call me. Why didn't you contact me? What about you, Pure? Did you think to contact me? Speak up!
It seemed pretty quick to me.
God damn it! If something happened to one of y'all, that shit come back on me, bruh. What the fuck? You see where I'm dressed? I'm about to go out here looking for your ass. Then I gotta leave my baby?
Just weeks later, Nature Boy and Eliana would have an argument on Instagram Live. During the argument, Eliana stormed off holding the baby. People will begin saying Nature Boy hit her as she stormed past him. Before the live ended, you could hear Eliana screaming in the background.
That fight transpired. We were all just in the living room, just, communing, and he just started spazzing, creating another argument. He was like, that's how I saw him. Like, oh, he's about to start another argument. But he was like, I feel like he was like, I feel like you looking at True. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, she just irate.
I thought that True was giving Eliana some rhythm, and I was like, what you doing that for? And I was just feeling that she was liking that attention. And so I was like trying to address that. And then Eliana got very upset.
Me and Aaron were about to sit down and enjoy our meal, for Solar Noon at that time. That's what we called it, Solar Noon. We were about to enjoy our meal. And I remember Velvet was sitting on the floor with the baby. And, he had turned to her and said, oh, I see you looking at True and giving him, I don't know, like, I guess he felt like she was giving Aaron some energy or something, and she was just so fed up.
Now what you do? Since you pissed off, now what you do? Huh? What you do because you pissed off now? I asked you a question. So once you get pissed off, it's okay for you to violate your moral code, because you and your emotions, it's okay for you to violate your moral code now, huh? You ain't gonna tell me what I'm gonna do. It's my house. You still, like I said, you still not gonna tell me what to do. It's in my house. Point blank period. But once you get emotional, you think it's okay to drop the moral code, right? Everything is cool with you until you get emotional. Then that shit go out the door. Only reason why you upset is because you caught.
Anybody caught then? I told y'all went to address it yesterday.
We did address it. We did it. We did it. So how you got a right to get an attitude right now, honestly? Like if you really
I'm sitting here, I sat right here first. I've been right here all day. Now if he sat right there and you felt some type of way, you should have told him to move. You should have been like, what are you doing? Why are you even sitting right there? If that's how you felt, that easy. But you said to him that on live, you ain't doing it alone. That's not even right.
I kind of just caught it on live. I wasn't, you seen when I caught it too. Like, you seen when I caught it too.
I've been here all day though. I've been here all day in this spot. I did yoga in this spot. I was with Eliana in this spot. I was sleeping in this spot. And I came back to this spot.
Your dishonesty is less than moral, because it'd be different if you could admit.
She just got up and she just like, look, I'm walking away. Like, I don't even want to address this. You're on live and we're going to address this now. Like, this is crazy. I just remember they kind of like, I don't know what happened, because I didn't see it from my own eyes. I just remember that it was a lot of, yelling and stuff.
Keep this rolling.
Once the camera was turned off, the fight would lead outside. Joy would later explain what happened next.
He follows her outside, and then he's like screaming. He's like, they're going back and forth. And he's like, you holding that baby because you think it's going to protect you. You always trying to hold the baby to protect you. So he hits her. He grabs the baby from her because he's like, you're not going to let this baby, you're not going to use the baby as a shield. You're going to get your ass whooping pretty much. So he grabs baby Ellie, and he's holding her by her leg, and he's hitting Velvet with the other one while he's holding the baby like this. So I grabbed Ellie and I'm holding the baby, and I just run in the house with the baby, and he's fighting her outside.
And then next thing you know, Velvet had cut off all her hair, and that's what I realized. I'm like, this is a lot.
After the fight, she went upstairs, chopped her hair off. She had already had lice, so I feel like that was one of the pushing factors to she was just fed up at this point. She's pissed off. She's dealing with him. Her head's fucking itching. She probably still got lice, so she just chopped her shit off.
So today, while I was on the camera, my baby girl. So here's what happened. Eliana got upset again. That's something that triggered her anger. Everything is okay. Everything is always okay. Nana chopped the hair off in anger. But she got angry, got a temper tantrum. Shit got crazy because she got in her anger and decided to waltz the off, and let's just say she cut her hair off, right, in a moment of anger, which is unacceptable.
Nature Boy would call a family meeting later that evening, where he would tell Eliana the relationship was over.
With a love. You see what I'm saying? Because the whole world has watched me be super patient with you and your insecurities. Now, I'm not an insecure person, not at all. But if I feel insecure in my relationship, I would like to bring that to the table and talk about it. Because that's who I am. I'm a communicator. I'm having a real nigga moment and you flare the fuck off. As if I deserve that little bit of patience from you after the world has seen. And not only is my reflection before the world could ever seen it, for the time, the whole time we've been together, I've been nothing but patient with you when you've been insecure about polygamy. I sat and explained it. I turned the camera on. I sat you on my lap and said, baby, I would never do that to you. I love you. I sat there and reassured you in front of everybody. And this is one little moment where I had the indication that I was insecure about our relationship and what was going on. Did I not deserve the same patience and love from you? In every episode that you have, in every real nigga moment, it was like you falling apart. I picked you up. So the one time that I'm insecure in our relationship, which doesn't happen often, this something so little, something so petty, you flare the fuck off as if I do this all the time. You act like I'm doing this to you all the time. I never do this. I felt something and I just brought it up. Like, what's up, y'all? Y'all feeling each other? Like, what's going on? I want to know. Because we have a rule here in Carbonation. If your girl is feeling, if you got a notion that somebody else is feeling somebody, what do? Call a meeting. Sound off again. Call a meeting. We call a meeting. We communicate. Because I never wanted to be with somebody else's girl. And I'm still not giving up on you. I'm not going to be with you no more. Me and you are no longer directs. After this, you are my student right now. We and you are not together anymore. You are my student. After this episode, no. Because I deserve better than this, and you deserve better than what you've given yourself. So you can stay here, and you can be my student, but me and you are not lovers anymore. You are not my director, and you are not my chiefess anymore from this day forth. That's fine.
Before the meeting was over, Nature Boy would drop a bombshell that would shock his followers. Just a few weeks after joining Carbonation as Nature Boy's direct, Ra was now going to be with Solar.
So, we talked today, and Ra, you stated some things. Excuse me, I watch your toes. You stated some things that you need that relationship, and that you had felt some things for Solar in a moment in the studio.
I did.
And that you would like to move forward and engage in those emotions. And you said also that you was having problems with Eliana as well, and that you just needed that bonding with someone, that emotional bonding to learn through. You know, so you want to speak your heart.
I feel like I need that one-on-one because I see that when I was with Chief and Nana and with the other wives, my energy wasn't flowing as how it was flowing in the studio when I was with Solar. In this moment, I was just thinking about me, like how I could grow, how I could let my energy flow better, because it wasn't doing anything good for me when I was in the relationship with Chief and Nana.
Although Nature Boy told Eliana they weren't going to be together anymore, they never broke up. He would keep her and Efru as his wives. Just days after Eliana's meltdown, the entire group would also cut their hair. It was presented online as a show of support for Eliana.
She was in the room sleeping and he was just like, I want to cut my hair off for her, you know, to support her. And we were all like, yeah, that's beautiful. You should do that. And he was like, yes. And I think everyone should do it. He was just like, if you don't cut your hair off, you might as well leave because you ain't rocking with us. So that happened.
It was around this time that calls to the Mexican authorities began to ramp up once again. The callers were stating that Nature Boy had beat Eliana and forcefully cut off her hair.
You see, house niggas, that's what house niggas do to field niggas. You field niggas. House niggas gonna call massa on you. They still don't grab it. They don't grasp it. I'm gonna call massa on you. Somebody call CPS. Somebody call the cops. The police protect black people. Since when? Since when? They protect black women and put them in shelters to separate them and break up the black family? Since when has cops helped black people? Since when? All of our brothers, our real brothers, is locked up in prison right now. And what does prison do for our brothers? Does it rehabilitate them? Fuck no. It destroys them even worse. They come out, they don't have no jobs, they can't get a job. You talk to me about the new Jim Crow and tell me what the police have done for our people. We don't need no police. Y'all couldn't call the police on us if y'all wanted to, because we out of your jurisdiction. That's how it works over here. We out of your jurisdiction. And everybody here wants to be here. So you can't stop none of this shit from happening, so you might as well shut the fuck up and just watch.
In an effort to calm the chaos and try to clean the image of Carbonation, Nature Boy would go live portraying the group in a more positive light. In the video, the men could be seen in the house dancing and cooking. Outside, the women were starting a small garden and all seemed to be getting along. But this new happy and cheerful side of Carbonation would only last a few weeks. Behind the scenes, Eliana was still struggling with polygamy, and the verbal arguments and physical fighting with Nature Boy were getting worse. Once again, she would attempt to leave, only to return.
But how could you just walk out on your family like that after we did what we did, yo? We don't owe us no explanation or nothing. Like, just gonna walk over, like, it is what it is, man. Like, what should we do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what could we do, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, Tron, you gave it the stuff? It ain't right. It's paperwork. Shit crazy. It just is what it is, my nigga. So, what can we do, right? You seen, we shaved our heads, that was it. That was the last gesture of reaching out to try to help. After that, I washed my hands, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, she's just